Oh, almost forgot. The weekend read? If I do say so myself, I thought that the Antarctica submission was pretty good. Have you read it?
Absolutely not. Why would I do that? Let me explain something to you. All your best books have everything you need to know in the first 5 pages and the last 5 pages, okay? Here we go. Woman meets man, pregnant, war, alone. War over, baby older, new man, happily ever after, bestseller.
Wow.
1,000 Words is a 2012 comedy drama film directed by Brian Robbins and starring Eddie Murphy. The movie follows Jack McCall, a fast talker literary agent who discovers that his life is connected to a magical tree. Every word Jack speaks causes a leaf to fall from the tree, and once all the leaves are gone, Jack will die.
Literary agent Jack McCall uses his gift of gab to get various book deals, and he is not afraid to stretch the truth to get them. While he's trying to get a deal from New Age self-help guru Dr. Sinjad, he sees through Jack's deceit, but agrees to the deal.
Have you read it?
Of course I have.
Ah, so what's in it for you?
Oh, just the satisfaction of knowing that I helped my hero to save the world. And 10%, of course. Ah, shit! Tree gave me a splinter.
The Bodhi tree did nothing. It did not move. We all create our own destiny, Jack.
That night, a Bodhi tree appears in Jack's backyard, so he assumes it's a gift from Dr. Sinjad. The next day, Jack discovers that Sinjad had only written a 5-page book and goes to confront him. After Jack mentions the Bodhi tree, Dr. Sinjad goes to his house and they discover that every word Jack speaks, a leaf falls off.
So what are you trying to say, Sinjad?
It's obvious to me. The more you talk, the more leaves fall, the sicker you get.
The sicker I get? So what happens if all the leaves fall off the tree?
That usually means the tree is dead.
Hey, wait a second. Hold on a second. You telling me that you think whatever happens to the tree happens to me? Yes.
He finds that even written words and gestures towards words count towards his limit. Plus, anything that happens to the tree also affects him. When Jack tries to cut it down with an axe, a wound appears on him. When squirrels climb the tree, it tickles him. When a gardener tries to poison it with DDT, Jack gets high on the fumes. And when the gardener tries to water it, Jack starts to sweat and perspire profusely. With Jack forced to choose his words carefully, communication becomes difficult and full of misunderstandings.
Good morning, sir. What can I get started for you today?
Express yourself.
What size? All right. 3 venti lattes. Would you care for a pastry? Nope. Oh, mocha. 3 mocha lattes. Oof. Double chocolate chip muffin. Yum. You want 3 Paul McCartney CDs. Awesome. I love the Beatles. They are my life.
Jack's lack of ability to speak would later cost him 2 book deals, his job, his wife Caroline, and his son Tyler. She walks out on him when she thinks his sudden silence is due to him not loving her anymore. She doesn't believe him when he tries to explain the tree to her.
2 days till what? Jack, what? To what? Honey, you gotta talk to me. What? You're like a mental patient with the pointing and the grunting. What? Oh, all of my talking is making you sick. That's great. You know what? I won't talk anymore. How about that? You don't want to talk? I don't want to talk either.
Only Jack's assistant Aaron realizes he is telling the truth and goes to his house to keep track of how many leaves remain. Jack tries to break the curse by being a better person, by giving food to the homeless and donating some of his money to charity. But that plan fails. Jack loses all hope and drinks a lot of alcohol that night, causing him to sing a lot, thus making the tree lose most of its leaves. Only when Aaron confronts him and tackles him to the ground does he stop speaking.
Caroline.
There's like nothing in college that prepares you to work in the real world.
The following day, waking up defeated, Jack reflects on what Dr. Sanjat told him about making peace in all his relationships. With just one branch of leaves left, Jack tries to reconcile with his wife, but she remains hesitant. He visits his mother, Annie, who lives in an assisted living center and has dementia. Annie tells Jack, who she thinks is his late father Raymond, that she wishes Jack would stop being angry at his father for walking out on them when he was a kid.
Raymond, you need to tell Jack how much you love him. With family, life's not worth living without family. Right? Right?
Realizing this is the relationship that needs the most mending, he visits his father's grave. Jack expends the last 3 leaves of the tree with the words, "I forgive you." With no leaves remaining, Jack suffers a heart attack in a storm. Aaron then calls him on his cell phone.
Jack, you're not gonna believe this. Jack, the tree came back to life, and it's incredible. You can talk.
Jack writes a book about his experience called 1,000 Words and gets Aaron, who was promoted to Jack's old position, to make the deal. Jack finds out what's most important in life and gets back together with Caroline, buying the family-friendly house she had asked for, with a Bodhi tree in their front yard.
1,000 Words explores the importance of communication and the power of words. Jack's journey teaches him and the audience that life is about more than superficial success. It's about authenticity, love, and human connection. By losing his ability to speak freely, Jack gained a deeper understanding of the value of silence and the impact of his words and actions on those around him. 接下来我们来揭晓今天的学习内容。The phrase, "just the satisfaction of knowing," refers to the contentment or fulfillment one feels simply from having knowledge of something, even if there are no tangible rewards or benefits involved. It implies that the understanding or awareness itself is enough to bring a sense of peace or gratification. For example, I don't need any thanks. Just the satisfaction of knowing I made a difference is enough. The phrase, "you're not going to believe this," is often used to introduce surprising, shocking, or unexpected news or events. It signals that what the speaker is about to share will likely astonish or amaze the listener. For example, "You're not going to believe this, but I just got offered the job I thought I had no chance of getting." And that's it for this episode of Cinephile. You can find more on the Funday website. Let's make every day a fun day.
You agreed to have my book published,
I'm begging you for it.
and you will spread my philosophy in the way I meant it to be spread.
That goes without saying. You have my word, sir.
Remember, our words have a profound rippling effect on the entire universe.
Oh, I'm counting on that.